Boom. With the magic push of a button, we are now recording. Technology. We are a technology company, and look, I figured out how to record on Zoom. So that's cool right there. So really quick, actually, let me mute everybody again. When our guests speak, we'll just have you unmute one at a time because I still keep hearing background noise. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Then I'm going to turn it over to Cindy next, actually Dell, because Dell's sitting right here. And we had an amazing day today at Make-A-Wish and met with Fusion. I'm going to tell you kind of what's going on there. It's very exciting. And but what this call wasn't just really an update on the company. It's also kind of what we do to build teams, what I'm doing, what Dell's doing, Cindy, Rudy, Laura, Jamie, everybody. And many of you have probably been on calls with Jamie and I, with Rudy and I, and Cindy and whatever. You've probably heard us either together or separately. I can tell you one thing. All of us, from what I've seen, we're pretty consistent with the way we build. But there are a couple different things. Let me make this very clear, though. I think this is very important. I want people to understand what we're doing on this team and why we're doing things a certain way and the culture and everything we're creating, because it is a culture to help you close and it is a culture to help you prospect. And what we're doing is we're creating a team that is very unified. We're creating a team and it's powered by numbers. And so one thing I do a lot, well, actually every time, when I talk to a prospect and I reach out and stuff, and I'll tell you kind of what I'm doing to reach out and things of that sort. But what I do a lot is I say we. I say I am a member of this team, and we as a team, we have X amount of members, 8,200 members or whatever it is. And you can do the same thing even if you have 5 members, 10 members, you have 82 members on this team. And as a team, we work closely together. We market together. We share ideas. We train. We develop each other. We develop leaders. This is what we do as a team. And because of that, our team's having a lot of success. And there is a lot of power in that and in those statements, and it's true. So let me tell you a couple of things that this team is doing. We just got back from a very emotional, I'd say emotional is a good way to put it, right? Meeting with Make-A-Wish and Fusion, and I'm telling you, these guys are fired up to the point where they are actually going to help build us other sites, let us use their logos, co-brand with us, do articles for us. In fact, Todd said as soon as the deal's done, I just have to sign one more piece of paper. I sign that paper. I'll have it probably signed by tomorrow morning or when I get back from Las Vegas, and this deal's done. And then he's going to do a release, and then he's going to send us a video that we can use to show the fact that we have fully partnered with the Make-A-Wish here in Utah. And as our network grows bigger, they are, again, full partners. It's not just we're donators, we're partners. I mean, it's awesome what they're setting up for us. And as the network grows, we're going to be able to partner with other Make-A-Wishes in other states. Right now, we're starting with Utah. There's 252 kids that are waiting for a wish here in Utah. The average wish costs about $5,000 to generate a wish. And it was so amazing. We're walking through this building, the Wish building, and they gave me this key, and they said, do you want to have the honors of unlocking the wizard door or whatever it is at the wizard room? And it was amazing. I mean, it was just very emotional. And in fact, I think I can't tell if Laura was crying because of the spirit we felt or if somebody was cooking onions in the next room. I can't tell. But anyway, a lot of waterworks, and not just, it was all of us. All of us were actually getting, there were a lot of onions being peeled. Let's just put it that way. And but it was amazing because we felt the power of what we're doing and how it's going to affect Make-A-Wish. And I can tell you this right now. If everybody on this team gave $1, we would grant almost 2 wishes. $1, we'd grant almost 2 wishes. Right now, they're granting 1 wish a day. 1 wish a day. If we worked a little hard and we built a team, and we could actually get it to where they're granting 2 wishes a day. And it wouldn't even take that much. Is that amazing? We would double what they're doing just based off of our team. They see the potential in this. They're extremely excited about it. They are going to do everything they can do to help brand us. They're going to do everything they can do to help build with us and help promote us. They're going to put us in front of large places, in stadiums, in different places. When we unveil wishes, I'll tell you about one wish they did. It was amazing. A child, he wished to be a police officer for a day. So instead of putting him in a squad car and just driving him around, the first thing they did, it was awesome. The first place they took him to, I'm not making this up, they had pictures, they had a whole photo album for this child. The first place they took him to was a donut shop. It was awesome. he was eating donuts with a police officer. Yeah. Dead serious, right? Yeah. Right now, he was eating at a donut shop. And then they took him to the Capitol building, and they brought in a helicopter, and they made up a big scenario. And they said, Iron Man is having a hard time. He needs your help. And they brought a helicopter in, put him up on a helicopter, took him over to the zoo, and they had all these guys from the community playing along, and he ended up beating the villain, saving the day. They took him to the Capitol building where he met the governor, and the governor gave him a key to the city. I mean, it was just, this kid's day was amazing. And all these superheroes came and thanked them because they couldn't get there in time or whatever it was. They just made a big production out of it. But I'm telling you, the cool thing about the Make-A-Wish Foundation is this. These guys, there's been studies. A lot of these kids that are very ill in many cases, some of them, because they're so excited about their wish, we're giving them hope. And it's very similar with what we're doing here with our network, right? We're giving people hope. The tie into this thing is almost perfect. The more money we save, the more wishes we grant. And we're able to give these children hope. And because they have hope, they're taking their medications. They're going to their doctor's appointments. They're doing all this stuff. They're working harder to survive so that they can have their wish granted. And there's been a lot of cases that they've studied where it has actually saved their life. And then they'll go back years later and they'll join a board at a Make-A-Wish, or they'll do something. I mean, we heard so many amazing stories. The one that touched me the most today, and this can be really hard to say, was the girl that found out she was fatal, and she left a will, and she wrote the will to all of her brothers and sisters. You get this, you get that, you get this, you get that. And then her parents donated that will to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They hung it on the wall because it made her wish, even though she did pass away, she was 7 years old, she was so excited about her wish, at least she passed away feeling a little better, you know, and just for that brief moment, it helped her. And I'm telling you, what we have here, you know, the ability to help people save money and to help people to finally make money for the first time ever in network marketing, in many cases for some people, because of the way the compensation plan is. What's coming out on February 1st is really ridiculously cool. I don't know all of that, I just know bits and pieces, but from what I know, it's really awesome. Richard Smith did say this yesterday. He said, after February 1st, nobody will go inactive. Very bold statement. And he said, I believe that. No one will go. We have enhanced this plan to the point where no one will go inactive. I don't know what it is. I'm very excited about it. But guys, we have the ability to lock in, lock arms, and create a team that network marketing has never seen before. Our goal is simple. I think small. The only thing I want for Christmas this year is the largest team in the history of network marketing. That's it. That's how I think. And I think with Make-A-Wish, and another thing we're going to roll out later, probably in the year, with another foundation I'm working with as far as humanitarian stuff, that's going to be amazing too. And I always promised myself the day I had the great opportunity to be able to help people's lives, I'm going to do it. And we have it right here in front of us. And if we can all adopt that same belief and be driven like that, and that can reflect in our messaging to our prospects, our passion, our belief. You know, our belief in our network is very important. Our passion for it is very important. And the way we follow up and things of that sort. I created a PDF. Some of you saw it earlier today. And I've had a lot of people really love it. It's a closing PDF. I get the question all the time, what do you send people? If I have a prospect ask me questions, what do you send them? I would send them this PDF. That's what I would send them, with a little personalized note. This is what our network means to me. this is what we've done. Check this out. You contact me with any questions. Tell me what makes, after reading this PDF, you tell me what you think makes our network different. You know, you let's have this conversation, things of that sort. This is a closing piece, and I promise you it would be a very effective one. In fact, it's already helped me close a couple people that I sent it to last night, and I sent them the rough draft. I wasn't even done yet. I finished it tonight, so I'm going to have it and share it with the team and everything. But it really drills down to what our network is. My best advice is this: listen to these ladies and gentlemen tonight, and listen to it. You guys have heard from me so many times that it's time you can hear from some of the other leaders on this team, because it's not just me building this. This is a collective, you know, unit. This is a job for all of us, but we're killing it, guys, and we're just getting started. We're bringing on so many leaders on this team, and it's exciting to watch. But if you understand, one of the most important aspects to closing is fully understanding your business inside out, frontwards and backwards. You have to know what you're sharing. You have to be able to be Johnny on the spot and answer questions like that, because they'll come up, and if you pause, if you hesitate, if things, people will start questioning like, oh, he doesn't even believe it himself. That's why we always talk about being plugged in. You've got to know this stuff frontwards and backwards. And if you understand what we're doing, we are a subscription-based marketplace. That's what Roger Taylor says, a subscription-based marketplace that we're creating, and the power is really in the network, because the discounts and everything get bigger as we grow, and the fact that we can stack commissions, we can stack revenues, we can do all that kind of stuff. And when you read the PDF, I'm going to post in our room here later tonight, I think a lot of the lights are going to go on, and you're going to say, holy crap, this is even bigger than I thought it was, because this is amazing, guys. The fact that if we become founders by April, not founders, or not, we have till April now, and we are able to have ownership in the company, things of that sort. I mean, what they're, and I'll end with this before I turn it over to Dell, because I want him to share his experiences for the last 3 days. What he can say, he knows what he can and can't say. But here's a gentleman who I've really grown fond of, and he got in and he just started working. And he told me the other day, I've had more success with this than any other network marketing company. And I hear that from a lot of people, okay? And, you know, you've heard from me, you know, my resume, I've had decades of experience in sales and stuff. He hasn't. And he's building a huge team. Because why? Because he's plugged in. He's listening. He's listening to the leaders. He's listening to what we have to say. People look at me sometimes and say, okay, I'm middle-aged, I'm bald, I'm fugly, I have all this stuff, but guess what? I know how to build teams, okay? So it doesn't matter. All the other stuff doesn't matter. I know how to build teams, and we're building a massive team. So I love the fact that you're listening and you're plugged in, because this is my niche. This is what I do, and I absolutely love every minute of it. Even on the nights when I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I just keep going and going and going because of the end goal. And I want to see how many wishes we can grant, to be honest with you. I'm going to say it right now. I'm saying it tonight in front of everybody. I'm going to be the first person to donate on Team Revvolutionaries. I'm donating $500. $500, okay? If everybody even donated $1 on top of that, that's almost 2 wishes we would grant. And so they're going to give us a link, and we go in, we click that link, we can donate, and it goes directly to them. I don't see it. None of it comes to me. It goes directly to them. 82 cents on the dollar goes to them. The other 18 cents is for operations and everything else. 82 cents on the dollars goes to every single wish. These guys are phenomenal. And we can grant wishes. We can put the wishes in our media. We can put them on our sites. We can put, and think of what that's going to happen for credibility when people say, well, I don't know about our network. I don't know about, oh, really? Our team just granted 5 wishes last week. You want to see, let's talk about our partnership with Make-A-Wish. Here's the wishes we granted, and here's a press release, and here's that. Then what are they going to say? Oh, gosh, maybe this isn't a scam. Maybe this is real. You think Make-A-Wish just said, okay, John, yep, it sounds good. Let's go ahead and sign. No, I've had meetings with them. Okay, they vetted us. They vetted everybody. They vetted our owners. They vetted the whole company. Okay, they're not just going to put their name and give us their logos and stuff like that if we're not real. And it's important for us to be able to share that with people. What we're doing with Fusion and Make-A-Wish, guys, and Dale was there today, Laura was there today, they saw the analytics. They saw everything they're doing for us. And I think people are starting to really figure out, you know, I had 2 of the other investors there with me today, and they're just like, wow, this is awesome, what we're doing. And if you power that up with what we're doing with Make-A-Wish and Fusion together, knowing that the CEO of Fusion sits on the board of directors for Make-A-Wish in Utah, you think he's incentivized to make this thing happen? Oh, yes, he is. He is fired up to make this thing happen. He wants to see Wish is granted over. There's 252 kids in Utah that are waiting for Wish right now. Times that by 5,000. That's a lot of money right now. And it's obviously not just all going to be us, but I remember one of my investors, he looked at me and he said, we are going to be your top donator. You will get more donations from us than anybody else, because as we make more money, I'm going to take a percentage and just donate. And everybody can, you guys can do what you want. I'm not, this call is not asking you to donate. Well, what this call is saying where this team is headed, what we're doing and what we're about, what we stand for. Okay. Lose your life in the betterment of others. That's one of the things we do. I can't think of a better, more noble cause right now than helping potentially save a child's life and their family. Okay, I've lost a stepson. I know firsthand what it feels like. And I don't want any family to go through that. It is not something you wish upon anybody. And so the fact that I can even be a small part, potentially saving a child's life because they're so excited about their wish, it gives them hope. And I mean, all the studies and stuff they shared with us and everything, it was absolutely mind-boggling. To be a small part of that, people would want to rally behind something like that. People can believe in something like that. And that's just another part of our team. We talk about rNetwork, all these products and services and all these verticals and stuff. Well, that's one of our verticals on our team. And I think it's a huge one because it's so meaningful. Because life does not get any better than when you're helping other people. That's it. If you want to have a happy life, help others. Because that just, it brings on a whole new meaning for all of us. And when we can put this out on our messaging, so what I've been trying to do is my job is to try to make your job easier, and that's what I've tried to do. But it's crucial that you listen to what we're doing and what we're saying and what we're advising, and you follow it. I promise you, I see Rudy shaking his head up and down because I know he does. He's killing it, and I know Dale's doing it. He tells me, John, whatever you say, we're listening, we're doing this stuff. This decades of experience saying this is how you do it. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Dale for a little bit. I'm going to mute myself out, do all of you guys a big favor. And Dale, once you're done, go ahead and send it over to Rudy. Rudy, go ahead and send it over to Cindy, then to Laura, and then Jamie, you can wrap it up if that's fine. Okay? Awesome, guys.
Okay, thanks, John. Probably get an echo here, sorry. Hang on here a second. Can you hear me okay? It's got me muted. Okay. Oh,
You're
we
good,
get an
Dale.
echo here, so hopefully we can get
Sound
this
good.
all.
You sound good.
Like John was saying earlier, when it comes to me, I think I'm here as an example of what is available to anybody out there. I am a product of what John has offered everybody. I have 2 years of experience in this industry, but yet I'm seeing huge success. And I think it all boils down to simply what John says. Everything he's offering to us, you have to stay plugged into it. If John tells me to jump, I'm in the air, and then I ask, how high do you want me to go? Whatever it is the leaders on this team offer us, you have to stay plugged into it. You have to stay committed to it, and the success will come. Like I said before, I have 2 years of experience in this industry. I've been turning a wrench essentially for 30 some years. But the reason that I'm finding so much success is because I've plugged into the system. I've plugged into the training. Things I do for my team that I hope they find helpful is, number one, you always have to be accessible. You have to be available for your team as often as possible. I tell everybody on my team, if you need to contact me, 100%, give me a call. Everybody on my team has my call, or someone in their upline has my number that they're able to give to them so that they can get in touch with me. Hang on here a second. And I always have the simple rule of, if someone calls me and I can answer it, I will. If I can't, I will call you back immediately. Some of the other things I want people to keep in mind as they're helping their teams: be empathetic, be kind, be patient. I've been in this since the beginning. I'm privy to all this information, but somebody who's coming in today does not have that information. And so when they're asking questions, be patient with them. And everyone doesn't always learn the same way. Be patient, be kind, meet them where they need to be met, and answer the questions that they have. They're going to have questions. You have to be able to give them the answers. One of the other things I do is I have a chat group that I use very often. To me, it's a little bit easier to take in some information, maybe John posts or Dave Dove posts or one of the other leaders will post out there that's pertinent, and I'll take that and I'll get it out to my chat group immediately. It seems to be a little bit faster than trying to tag everyone on there, but I'm able to keep them up to speed on developments that are happening or, you know, recent announcements. One of the other things that's been super, super successful for me, and I'll probably end it on this, is in today's age of marketing, it is almost imperative that you have some presence on social media. Where such a huge amount of my success has come from was my commitment to educating myself on how social media works, how Facebook works, how Instagram works, how YouTube works. 2 years ago, I had a Facebook account and I knew how to say hi to friends. Today, I have business pages, I have a YouTube channel, I generate a lot of traffic to that Facebook page, and that helps me drive signups down deeper and deeper within my organization. So I would highly encourage every one of you to educate yourself on how to do it. Get yourself, you know, your Facebook presence, or get yourself an Instagram presence, get yourself something on YouTube. You need that. It's really, really imperative. But again, everything I say, it all comes back to what John has taught me, is stay plugged in. All the information you possibly need for success is there. Everything. I haven't done anything crazy other than what John has made available to me. So I would probably end it with that. I'm simply a product of our training, a product of our support. So with that, I guess, let's see, Rudy?
All right, yeah. Can you hear me, Dale?
Okay, but John.
Yeah, Dale, can you hear me?
Yeah, Rudy, you're coming in.
All right, cool. Good job, Dale. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I know that's what I love about this business, is relationships that we're building along the way of this journey. You know, one of my greatest mentors always told me, you know, it's not about the big houses, not about the cars, not about any of those material things, because you can't take it with you, right? It's about the relationships. Those are the biggest equities that life can offer us, guys. And so, you know, what we're doing with our network is extremely special. I always call this a blessing in disguise, because when I first saw this, I thought it was just a card, and it is much, much, much more bigger than any of us on this call. And I can't blame people. I can't blame people for the excitement. I can't blame people for the our insomnia. I can't blame people for their hard work and their commitment and their dedication, the blood, sweat, tears, time, energy that people are pouring into this business. And you see it, and it's contagious. And that energy is just feeding off of other people. And, you know, one of the things you guys have to do is, you know, anybody that, if you're on the team now, or if you're watching this as a recording and you're about to be a charter member, we want to welcome you to Team Revvolutionaries in advance, because what we're doing is it's unprecedented. What we're doing is off the charts. I've never seen a team or a company grow this quick and even have a team leader like John Johnson. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I've been out of the industry for over the last 10 years. I learned a lot. I've never failed. I want you guys to understand you never fail. You either win or you learn. Okay, so everything that I've done, I'm so grateful for it, even if it didn't work out, because it led me to where I'm at today, which is here with rNetwork, with Team Revvolutionaries in front of all of you. And I'm grateful for those experiences. And I think if everybody can kind of hone in on whatever they're good at, right? You master that craft and you stay consistent and you constantly wake up with a higher purpose. And you tell yourself that this is what I'm going to do today, because what I do today will be better tomorrow. And you're always going to improve. And with the systems, the tools, the resources, the trainings, everything that is on this team, it's right there at your fingertips. You don't want this opportunity to slip away, because it is right there for the taking. You know, you got to wake up with a higher purpose. You have to stay consistent, right? Just like anything else in life. Persistence will help you get what you want, but consistency will help you keep it. Understand that. That is anything in life. But in this business, when you're building a team and you're persistent on that person, if they sign up, be ready, because you want to maintain that relationship. And as you push them to discover their greatness and what they're good at and starting to see them develop a team, now becomes accountability and responsibility. Leadership is not entitlement. It is something that you've earned, and you have to maintain those relationships and push as many people as possible to maximize their fullest potential. Because I believe in more people than they believe in themselves. That's why I'm here with rNetwork. I believe in the people on my team probably more than they believe in themselves, because I see where this company is going. This is not about the money, guys. This is about leaving a legacy. I'm telling you right now, I don't know why people have the mindset where you wake up early to go work for someone else, but they can't come home to work for themselves for a couple of hours, right? Jim Rohn said it best: work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune. And eventually that part-time will make you more than you could ever imagine. But you have to stay consistent, guys. Stay plugged in and win. This right here is going to take us to the next stratosphere. You know, you have to know what your why is. It's why. You know your why until you cry. That's what it really comes down to. And if you do what's easy, life will be hard. But if you do what's hard, life will be easy. And I challenge everybody to continue working as hard as they can with a purpose, because I promise you, it's better to know that you even tried than not do anything at all. And just work with the willing, guys. And most importantly, have fun. So with that said, I'm going to hand it off to my friend, also here in California, someone that I work with and I admire. I actually refer to her as my rNetwork mom, Cindy Williams. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
I love to listen to you, Rudy. Thank you so much. You're on fire, you know. It just amazes me what you're doing with your team and for every member of rNetwork. I appreciate you very much, my friend. Thank you. I just want to add just a little bit here. One of the things that I do a lot of here in Revvolutionaries and on this team is I help a lot of people. And that's what I'm good at, okay? So that's my contribution to the team is I pay attention to the documents. I pay attention to making sure that people's questions get answered. And one of the things that is really important to me is the fact that John is creating a very duplicatable system for every member to adhere to. And I think that's really important for everyone, whether you're an older member or you're a brand new member. As soon as you come into our Revvolutionaries Facebook group, you have got to join. I mean, you bring a new member in, you've got to invite them to join our Facebook group. You do that, and then they go to the pin post and straight to the file section. Where we were a few months back and where we are today is a completely different story with what Revvolutionaries has to offer any member coming into our network. I know that we're always going to be the #1 team, not just because of John Johnson, but because of what he's teaching all of us to do. And I appreciate him so much, and his own fire that he's brought to our network and this team is just it's beyond anything as far as I'm concerned, because he goes 1,000 miles an hour constantly, 24/7. So, I worry about him sometimes because he does go so much. But I've known John for about 3 years now, and we've worked pretty closely together. So I've learned to really appreciate him, respect him. His integrity is beyond compare, and that's really important to me. But getting back to, just the importance of paying attention to what we have available in our Revvolutionaries group, in our files section, it's there, all there to make your business streamlined, okay? And you can work, we all have to work hard, so we might as well have our resources available at our fingertips. And I think that's really important for everyone to take the time, again, whether you're an older member or a newer member, go to our pin post, start from there, and it'll take you right to the file section. But I've thoroughly enjoyed every single minute of this. I was talking to Linda Sheldon earlier today, and it's our first private conversation that we've had, and I really enjoyed that conversation. And we're just sharing a little bit, and even though she's been here a while, there were still some things that I was able to share with her. And I think that we pay attention to our file section in Revvolutionary, all of John's trainings, teachings, YouTubes, all of that, and the training units in the Rise Up group. That is for charter members only, and it's our training Facebook group. It's really important that you plug all of your team members into the training units. They're constantly updated. That's their resource to learn about everything that is going on in our network, to learn their business. John is teaching us the marketing and the team concept. Our network's job is to teach us about our network and everything that's going on there. Dave keeps them constantly updated, and they're very good tools. They're an easy read. People just really need to pay attention to all the details, and it'll make your success come naturally. I'm not a huge marketer myself. I'm pretty much old belly to belly type person, but I've learned a lot since I've been in here, and I appreciate that. So again, like Rudy said, if you're an older member, thank you for being a part of Team Revvolutionaries. Thank you for staying engaged. If you're a newer member, stay engaged is the best advice that I can give you. Thanks, John. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jamie or Laura. I'm not sure.
Hey, Cindy, thanks.
Thanks.
Cindy and we talk quite a bit, and I just want to say, Cindy, I love you. I mean, you're awesome. I'm going to get a little bit emotional here because we've had a really emotional day today. I want to start first by saying I've heard one word throughout this. Everyone has said the word believe. And that is what this is about. This is about our belief system. I remember the night that I've known John for probably, a couple of years now. And I remember the night it was in March when we were learning all about this. And I walked up to John and I said, John, I want to be on your first tier. And he said, okay. And I just want to say that he believed in me. And I feel like for my team that I have to give that back to them 100%. As Dale said, somebody calls you, you pick up the phone. I pick up the phone a lot, all day long. I answer texts all day long. We have a very large team. You can imagine the time it takes to do all of that, but it doesn't matter because everyone's success in this matters. Everyone deserves to better their own lives and to be able to better the lives of their families. And John, I just want to say thank you for that. And something else is that you really do, Dale touched on it, is to really just listen to your team and to feel what they're going through, because it is a struggle. Some people do have a hard time getting one.
Alicia.
and it's up to us to listen to them and feel and be able to help them. Something that I have learned, and Dale and I have worked quite a bit on social media, and then John has asked me to also help with the social media for the team pages, and I want to say that through developing the social media, I've changed gears. I've completely changed my way of thinking. You know, there's only so many people that you can, and I know a lot of people feel like, oh, I don't want to go to my family members. I don't want to reach out to my friends. You know, I've burned those bridges or whatever. And so, you know, and you know, John is just like, he wants that larger team, you know, and I think it was Dave Dev that made the mistake of mentioning India. And that just put us all in another mode. And I actually held a Zoom call for my team regarding social media and how to create a Facebook page. And there's a few of them that joined the call, and those that did are seeing success. And to the point where, you know, we run an ad and we develop our demographics, and we're getting hits from India. We're getting people reaching out to us from India and from different areas because we took the time to develop the social media. So right now we're running ads on Facebook, and I'll tell you, you can get people messaging you for less than $1. I mean, several messages you can receive. I'll tell you, Carissa Heaps, she actually drove down here from Idaho today and met at John's house. It met with Dale and I and John, and we were just doing some social media stuff and just kind of, you know, just discussing things that are successes, certain ads, certain videos that are working, and we are seeing some real success. You don't want to deal with, you know, your family members or whoever, those that don't believe in you. I'm telling you, it's social media. You will, hands down, I truly believe we will kill it if everyone, can you imagine if everyone in your team had a social media account? If everyone in your team had a social media account, your teams would grow substantially. I'm already seeing it. We have some really large teams coming in now, and John and I were on a Zoom, and if you're like, oh, but I don't know what to do after the fact, reach up to your upline, you know, and say, I need help with this. I need help with talking to this person. You know, Carissa was like sitting next to me today. She goes, what do I say to this person? Well, just start off, just, hey, how are you doing? You know, or just, you know, I mean, just create conversation and then ask, you know, where are you from? You know, it's just simple as that. And how did you hear about our network? You know, I mean, that's how it begins. And then you can start, you know, and just explaining what our network is. I'm surprised there's quite a few people that already know about our network, and they're just looking for a strong team. And that's what we have to provide. The way that I got the leads from my social media accounts is because I did what John said. Publicize our team, our strengths. One person from India, he says to me, I just want to join someone that's strong. And now he's bringing in a team. So ask yourself, do I have a little bit of time to do the research on how to open up a Facebook account or create a Facebook business page or a WhatsApp business page that's for international? Yes, you do. If you want to be successful in this, that is the ticket. I'm going to be doing more and more Zoom calls on how to do that, if anyone is interested. And at this point, you know, I feel like it's a race. I am very driven, and I feel like if we can get in there and we can start building our teams now, and then when everything else rolls out, which there are some incredible things coming February 1st and soon thereafter, that will just make you guys all know that you are in the right place and that our founders' hearts are in the right place and that they really are looking after us. And The last thing I just want to say is being there at Make-A-Wish today, there were other people there that aren't in my direct line on my team, but I want to say that it doesn't matter. It just didn't matter when we were there. It truly is just about love. Love of everyone, to love your neighbor, and to really just be able to take part in this now, and to be able to share it with others. We are truly blessed. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Jamie.
Well, Laura, I want to just say that was very touching. And what you're talking about, what Dale, Rudy, Laura, Cindy, guys, you're hearing it from the top leaders in the company. Why are these people in these positions? It's really simple. It's dedication. It's taking the time to do what we need to do. But what's really more important is that you do the same things that we're doing. Now, is every single person that comes into our network going to become a leader? Probably not. Do they have to? Absolutely not. But one thing that's very important to build in this industry, in this business, is called education. One thing I teach every single one of my members, and here's something that's really important. The education, the dedication is going to take you very far. If you haven't got the education and you're going to do a call with somebody, let me ask you a simple question. After you talk to them, they ask you something, and you turn to them and you say, you know what, let me get back to you. They ask you another question, and you say, well, let me go find out and I'll get back to you. After a few more questions, you know what they're going to tell you? Well, I'll get back to you. You see, when we do conference calls, we always have a Q&A after. There's not one question that can come up that we will not have an answer for, okay? What happens at the end of that conference call? People are signing up. You're now closing those deals. But you can't close them if you haven't got the education, if you don't have the knowledge, if you don't have to know what we are all about. Our network is something that you're going to hear over and over again. It's called teamwork. My team, John's team, Laura's team, Cindy's team, Dale's, Rudy's, every one of our teams is our team. We do this together. Now, something that a lot of you have been in other businesses before. Why is it that most people fall out? Lack of education, lack of marketing, lack of knowledge to promote. Well, here at Team REVVolutionaries, we have everything you need. All we ask, you plug in. Bring somebody in, guess what? We walk them through it for you, but we have to get you to bring them there. Remember, if you bring them to our Facebook page, they're your person. You bring them in. You're the one that has to accept them into our Facebook page. That point right there is extremely valuable because now you can walk them through it. You will actually see what we have there. And guys, it's a map. You follow that map is going to bring you to the pot of gold. And every one of us will have that same pot of gold. But keep in mind, nobody here can do it alone. We are all team revolutionaries. We do this together. I don't care if somebody's on our team or somebody's on another team. Okay? It's all about the teamwork. Okay? That is going to take you and all of your members and all of their members and the members that they bring on. When you guys see the products and the services that are still coming on board, you will not believe what you're going to be able to do. A lot of you are thinking to yourselves, I've never been able to sell anything. I can't even sell water. Guess what? You're not going to have to anymore. This is going to sell itself for everybody. Not one of you will be left behind. That is a promise from our network. That's also going to be a promise from me, John, Cindy, Lori, Rudy, and all of the leaders that we have in here. There are even more leaders that are in our group that couldn't make it on here tonight. Why are they leaders? Because they're doing what we're talking about. You hear it, listen to it, and make sure you follow through. So, John, I'm going to actually turn it back to you. I know there's a lot more of our network that's coming up. A lot of people want to hear some more of what we're going to be seeing maybe on February 1st. Maybe you could touch base on maybe one or two of the items.
Oh boy, Jamie's gonna get me in trouble one of these days. No, I appreciate it, everybody, and just to give you guys an idea of who you just heard from. Rudy's destroying it in this thing, and Cindy, the same thing. These guys have had a lot. Laura was the top earner. She'll never tell anybody. She was the top earner at her last business. Jamie's been the top earner at multiple network marketing companies. I've been the top earner at the last one I was with, and I think I am at this one as well. And so in every sales job I've ever had, I've always gone right to the top. And they said it right. It's about commitment, and it's about mastering your subject. Mastering. Part of mastering our network isn't just knowing about the products. It's not just a card. It's not just a bank. It's not just a savings. If I were to ask everybody on this call tonight one simple question, what is our network? What would your answer be? And I'd probably hear 20 different answers. But there's only really one answer. And what it is, it's a subscription marketplace. It's a marketplace. We are potentially, I know it sounds crazy, we're potentially the next Google. That's who we are. And let me explain why. And when I talked to prospects, I said, listen, think about it. Google can sell all of this stuff. They can ship for free. They have all these freedoms to do all these many things, and they're just they're destroying companies left and right. Why? Because they buy in bulk. They have buying power. They have all of this power and ability to do this where they can squeeze people out, and they can do it better. They can do it faster. They can do it less expensive, all that. And so think of one of the things I just said. They can do it less expensive, more convenient, right? What about rauto? Cars delivered to your house. You never have to leave your house. They sell them for less in retail. That's less expensive. That's convenient. rmobile, less expensive, convenient. All these things. And the thing is, it's been up and down on some of these, and I get that because it's new. But they're all being perfected now. They're all being looked at. You look at the 3 phases of our network. This is very important for people to understand. There's 3 phases to our network. And people say, well, what about the 12 phases? I'm not talking about the rollouts and new products. I'm talking about what our network is. And I'm not talking about the 3 mission statements either. Phase 1 is a relationship. I'm going to use rmobile as an example. Guys, this is what we're looking at. This is the kind, and I'm going to give you just a glimpse of the PDF. Okay, before Laura is smiling, I spent all day yesterday, or half the day yesterday, working on this thing. Okay, up till last night to about 12:30 or whatever. So anyway, phase 1 is the relationship. When we brought on rmobile, we didn't bring on Sprint. It was a third-party reseller for Sprint. We worked through the reseller. That's why there were some hiccups because they had to go to the Sprint and come back and forth, whatever. Okay, so it was a little rough in patches, but bottom line is this. When people just switched, they saved a lot of money. Savings, less expensive, Amazon. Same thing, less expensive. People want deals. We did that through a third-party resale. Phase 2 is direct. Now Sprint is picking the program up completely. It hasn't been picked up completely yet. When it is picked up completely, I don't know if I can say this next thing or not. I might have to wait on this. Let's just say your commissions are going to be a little sweeter and maybe a little more regular. A little more than once. Let's just put it that way. But the service will be better too because it's going to go directly through them. It's transitioning to that right now, because we moved thousands and thousands of phones in a matter of weeks. Phase 3, and this is where I'm super excited, is ownership. Our network will own verticals. They're going to own some of the things. It's not just going to be third parties. They're going to own it, which means what? They have full control. And do you know what Richard likes to do? He likes to discount. And he likes to discount enough to where also he pays up the TBS. Those are more aggressive payments up the TBS and more discounts to you. The days of the $2 soon to go bye-bye. Okay. We are going to show you, and I'm going to pull this up. You know what? I might as well pull it up. See if I can find it because I keep referring to it anyway. Dale's over here laughing at me. Okay.
Come on, John, go for it.
I will pull this up because you guys need to see this. Okay. It's just amazing. I can't even, again, let's see here. Right. It's here somewhere. There it is. Okay. So we talked about the 3 phases. Now, I want you to put yourself in the shoes of a prospect right now. Okay. So I'm asking for information. And do you know what people ask me? What video do I send them? If they ask for what information, what video do I send them? There's no one video on God's green earth that's going to cover everything this one PDF does. You can't send somebody a 2-minute video and say, oh, they're going to get it. You can't send them a 30-minute video and expect them to listen to the whole thing. Because most cases they're not. They're going to listen a couple minutes and then a dog's going to bark or a kid's going to cry or something's going to happen. They're going to be distracted. But a PDF can be powerful. And we like pretty pictures. We like all that stuff. Great. But do you know what I like? I like content. And I like to explain to people what they're getting. Because when you first, this is very important to know, when you're marketing, you get somebody, so you pique their interest. You can do little things. A video can pique their interest. Okay, they're peakers. I call them peakers. Okay, it may not be the technical term, but I don't care because I'm growing a big team, so I can call it whatever the flip I want. I earned that right. just kidding. All right, I'm just getting power hungry. Anyway, you pique their interest. Okay, but once somebody asks for more information, they're giving you permission to give them more information. So give them enough. They always say less is more. Less is more when you're piquing their interest. Less is less when they ask for information. Okay, remember that. Less is more when you're piquing their interest because that you're just wanting them to ask you the question, send me information on it. Okay, great. I'll send you information. I've been doing this for years in sales. Now I have your permission to really, it's on now, okay? But I don't want to overwhelm them. So let's talk about this. This is what the prospects are going to see. We'll talk a little bit about the company. Our network starts out with a relationship with the merchant and sends them new customers. Members receive discounts, and in some cases, commissions are paid up to their upline and sideline. They're like, okay, cool, whatever. Merchants realize how many. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure everybody's muted here. There we go. Okay. Phase 2. Merchants realize how many customers our network can send them, aka Sprint. And then what they do is they form a relationship. They go direct. Now they're going to help service it. They're going to help do everything. They may give us a little more aggressive discounts, things of that sort. Merchants realize how many customers our network can send them, and they work with them more directly. In many cases, this increases the potential of discounts, commissions to our network members. My favorite one, ownership. Our network owns some of the companies, the bank, we're going to own the bank, and other things that I won't tell you, I know of 1 or 2, other things we will fully own, which allows them to offer members even bigger discounts, larger commissions paid to their members. Now, some of the people are saying, well, why aren't you saying we? You're saying them, they. Well, we're the revolutionaries of our network. I'm talking about what our network's going to be from a third party. We are branding our team and talking about our network this entire presentation. And at the end, you're going to really understand why I do it this way. Our network members are paid $2 a month for every charter member and additional commissions on our network concierge services. See next slide for more details. Now, boom, here's the services. Meds, autos, all the way. Up to 85% off prescriptions. Cool. Commissions paid to our network members. Awesome. Major discounts on your auto purchases. Cool. Commissions paid to our network members. Oh, cool. Up to 85% off pet meds. Commissions paid to our net. I want to say that as many times as I can. Discounts on your monthly cell phone bill. Oh, and by the way, commissions paid to our network members. Oh, I need to add members there. See that? Commissions paid to our network members. Discounts on mortgage, closing fees, etc. So I'm going to write a little note to myself, add members. That's why I said it's a rough draft. It's not quite ready, but it almost is. Once it is, I'll post it. But here's what's important. What does this all mean? Simple. It creates excellent retention and the ability for you to stack commissions. Imagine being paid $2 on every member on a 3x10 forced matrix. Think about this. Think about what I'm doing here. I'm not just sending, here's a picture of a 3x4 matrix. No. I'm saying imagine being paid on every member, and I go back to it later, on a 3x10 forced matrix with dynamic compression and being paid additional commission on every member that they're looking right here. Here's additional commission on all these things I just looked at. On every member in your organization who decides to save on their cars, trucks, medications, prescriptions, mobile phones, mortgages, as well as many other more products as they roll out. The math simply gets silly. Oh, and it gets better. Okay. Now we talk about retention, since it's so vital for any successful business to have retention. Our network decided to also offer savings to members, and talks about our perks. You're able to save money. And then it says, if members save more than they spend, I sneak that in there. If they save more than they spend, even before they earn commissions, my question to you is simple. Will you ever leave? I'm personalizing this. I'm walking them through it. Our travel discounts on rental cars, hotels, cruises, and group travel coming soon. Flights, Airbnb homes, all that kind of stuff. That's what's coming soon. Really piquing their interest. Here's one of my favorite slides. 3x10 force matrix dynamic compression. I'll leave it at that. Commissions, $2 a month on every member. I'm repeating what I said 2 slides ago. Stack commissions on charter fees. Customer savings. Global bonuses. Get paid on your uplines members and customers. What? Really? I can get paid on my uplines members and customers? Get paid on your sidelines members and customers. How cool would it be to get paid $2 on every member in your organization? Example, you have 200 members saving more than they pay, and you are earning $400 a month. What if you could do this by only paying $50? Now I'm telling them they're paying $50. After I just told them with this many members, you can make $400. Now the $50 doesn't seem as big of a deal, right? They just realize, hey, I can save all this money. I can earn on all of these different things. I can have $400 a month. What if I could do this by only paying $50? I don't say, oh, it's $50 a month. I say, you only have to pay $50 a month after you know you get all this. Now ask yourself, how cool would it be to get paid, for example, $10 per month per member, $20 per month per member, $30 per month per member, or even more? What? How? Because a lot of people are thinking, what? Are these numbers increasing? Our members are paid $2 a month for every charter member in their network, but they're also paid, as previously mentioned, commission every time someone in their network decides to save money on our concierge services. And we go through the concierge services again, just to remind them what this is. This allows you as a charter member to stack commissions. Okay, could you imagine earning money on your upline, your sideline, because someone in their organization decided to save money on one or more of our concierge products? Now you can imagine doing it. So once our network adds additional savings, concierge services, you do not need to imagine this. It can be your reality. Okay, now check this out. Side-by-side comparison. Our network versus typical MLMs, and then the difference. So you can see here, I won't read everyone, but paid on every member versus paid on weaker volume. Versus the difference. Most MLMs create revenue by selling the majority of their products and services to their distributors. Many of their distributors drop out after a few months because they are not making money or receiving the value, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you read some of this stuff, and they can relate to this. They're like, oh, holy crap, and it's all here in the chart, and now it's spelled out on the right. We spoke about retention. Retention is the key in any business to sustain itself. People know this, but the fact that we're mentioning this and we're talking about it, like, okay, these guys get it. If you are saving more than you pay and also making more than you spend, will you ever go anywhere else? There's that question again. Well, that is easy to say. We can easily say that. Will you stay? Of course we can say, well, how does our network do it then? Giving members the ability to save more than they pay from the beginning. Example, charter members saving on multiple concierge services. The list will continue to grow as our network grows. The bigger it gets, the better it gets, right? Paying charter members more than they spend monthly by simply sponsoring just 3 charter members. Pay $50 a month, sponsor 3 charter members a month, and get paid $56 a month. How is this possible? Here's the golden key right here. And when we talk to prospects and we answer this question, because they're thinking, how is this mathematically possible? Easy, because we're pulling money from places other than just charter members. You know we're making money on these merchants, right? You know we're making money when somebody saves money on a car, on a phone, on a mortgage. Our network gets paid too. It doesn't just all go upline. They need that money to be more aggressive. That's why the math works. Since our network also receives money from the actual merchants, that is crucial to understand. That's crucial for your prospects to understand who they send customers to, and not just charter members. There's more money to share. They are able to be more aggressive with commissions, bonuses, and so on. This creates better retention, higher commissions, and much happier members and customers. Examples. Once again, side by side. Another slide I like. Our network, 100 members, $2 a month, $200 a month. Add in concierge commissions. Example, 100 members, $10 a month. $1,000 a month on 100 members. 100 members, $20 a month. $2,000 a month on 100 members, and so on. And as the network grows, so do the savings, merchants, monthly commissions per member. Typical network marketing. You ask them, how much do you make on 100 members? They know. I have 100 members. I'm making $20 a month. Oh, is that better than 1,000, 2,000, even 200? Does this number increase monthly per member? Look over here on the left. Ours does. Can you actually earn more commission monthly if your network does not grow? You can over here. Look on the left. See that? See what we're doing here? Are you rewarded as a company grows, even if your team does not grow? You are on the left. Our network is seeing their teams growing fast because of the savings, monthly bonuses, and multiple ways to earn. Having merchants pay into the company as well as into the actual compensation plan is a key to retention, larger and growing commissions, which equals great success. Where else will you see your commissions increase if your downline is not? They know you're not going to see that anywhere else. It's certainly not in their MLM. So they're looking at this thinking, what in the world? I got to talk to this guy or gal or whoever sent me this. Where else will you see monthly bonuses, which consists of more than you pay, but only having 3 active sponsors? Put it back on them. Look at this chart. Over and above your savings, potential earnings. At the bottom, based off of average per month per member, can increase as more savings concierge products are added. Does not include the global bonus pool. So that's your answer in the questions. Where are these numbers coming from? Is right here, based off of average per month per member. Can increase as more savings. Okay, we talk about the only 3 personal charter members. Why do I say that? For the little guy. The little guy's thinking, he sees a number of 10,000. I can't get 10,000 members. Well, I can get 20. I can get 3. Well, what do I get if I get 3? Oh, if I get 3, I get everything paid for me. But I'm not just doing a picture saying, oh, get 3 and it's free. No, I'm subtly adding this stuff in there. And it's reading like a little story. And they follow this. Dollars per month per member per month. $2 a month. Look at the math. $2 per month on 20 members, I can make $90. What? $90? Why? Because the first 3, remember, if you have 3 that you personally sponsor, you get a $50 bonus. So it's $90. 20 members. I have 20 members in my organization. I can make what? $250 a month. Why? Because at $10 a month, you go back to the bottom. Can increase as more savings concierge service products are average. It's an average. And so you look at this and say, for 20 members, I could potentially someday make $450 a month for 20 flipping members, $650 a month with only 20 members. What in the world? And then look at 500 and 1,000 and 10,000. The math gets ridiculous. I have 500 members and I can make $15,000 a month. Holy crap. Holy cow. I got to talk to this person. How are they doing this? This is what this does. You want to send people information when they ask for it? Send them this with a little testimonial and a personal note. Say, read this PDF and let's get together and discuss. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that our network is going public? It is called our network because actual members will also own it. Why else do you think it's called our network? Global bonus pool. What is that? You are paid on savings for members. In your upline inside line, my sponsoring 10 charter members to sponsor just 3 charter members. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's all you need to say about it, because they're going to ask you, well, how much money can you make in that? Well, easy. Every time someone does a concierge service, I'll leave that up to you to discuss with them. to help finalize a close. Once you sponsor just 3 charter members, you unlock all levels of commissions on the 3x10 force matrix. If you sponsor 10 charter members prior to our public offering, you can receive stock in the company. What? I can receive what? Yes, you can. This is the kind of stuff you send. They want additional information. Don't send them a flipping video. Send them this. This has a lot more information than they're going to get in any video. Coming soon in 2020, as if everything our network has with their savings and ridiculous gratuitous compensation plan is not enough, members will also earn money on card swipes and see additional product services via our bank. There's a card, there's a bank. Now, this is what's really cool. I've been saying they, them, our network, they. I've had revolutions all over this thing. Once you make your decision to become a charter member of our network, the next decision is even easier. Who do I join within our network? Well, you just sent them information. You tell them, I am a member of Team Revolutionaries. Why do I join them? Why? It's simple. Team training, how to become a 7-figure earner created by a 7-figure earner. Team marketing materials, such as this one. Team social media, website, blog, SEO, funnel systems, capture pages, team support, presentations, closing calls, team culture and development of leaders unmatched in the industry. What are you waiting for? Contact the Revolutionary team member who sent this to you so you can get started on your path to success today with the links to our website, our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. You think they're going to think, man, this team's got it going on pretty well. And look at this great information and wow, oh my gosh, all these what ifs and doubts and stuff they've had in MLM and all these gotchas that they've seen in the past, we address all of it. All of it is addressed in the simple PDF, all in one piece. That's how the pros do it. That's how it's done. Guys, I'm telling you, this is not, don't make this harder than it needs to be. Okay, now that we know the direction where the company is going, we're going to be able to use pieces like this. Now let's go back and let's talk about Fusion a little bit. We sat in there and we looked at all of the analytics. We know March, April comes around, there'll be lead after lead after lead. And as things get going and more aggressive products come out, we're already going to be ranked. We're going to be recognized. They roll another product, we can start just retailing the products. We can do all sorts of things with Fusion as it grows. And then with think about this for a moment. You have Fusion and then come on, we grant a wish because of leads we got from Fusion, or you guys learn social media. You go through the 14 training. If you haven't gone through the 14 training classes, do yourself a favor and go through the 14 training classes. Learn how to brand yourself, learn how to market, learn how to, the more people that are branding underneath you, the faster your team's going to grow. The more people that learn how to market, the faster your team's going to grow. And this is a piece you can confidently send them and say, here you go. Because it tackles everything. There's no vagueness in this piece. There's not a lot of questions left unanswered. They're like, holy crap, I got to talk to this person. This is the kind of stuff, this is the top of the line type of marketing that you have at your fingertips and you would know about if you and your teams are fully plugged in. If you, think about it this way, if you go back and you remember the person you recruited months and months ago or however long ago it is, and you've seen how this team has, where it's gone from here to there, and that person's inactive, they don't even know about this piece. They're not on this call. They know nothing about it. They don't know about all the tools now that are available to them. Maybe tools like this will help reactivate them because they're thinking, well, wait a second. This thing's evolving. It's evolving like crazy. Now think about going back to Fusion. We get a bunch of leads, and I told Todd and Marcus today, you bring me leads and I will bring Make-A-Wish money. Period, end of story. It's on you to produce so your foundation, your place here in Utah can grant a lot of wishes. And they want to grant a lot of wishes. They went through the analytics. They went through everything. We're going to get a lot of leads. That's coming, but that's just me doing it. Imagine if 8,000 other team members were doing stuff like this, that they're out there, like Laura said, on social media, that they learn all the tricks in social media. Do you know where you can learn about social media? I'll tell you. In our trainings, we teach you how to do social media in those classes. The most important thing you can know, if you're doing something, you're banging head against the wall and those bricks aren't falling, then don't just listen to what we're saying. Apply what we're saying. Apply it. There's a big difference between hearing it, listening to it, and applying it. Start applying these. And if you do it wrong a little bit at first, good. Means you're learning. You'll get better the second message you send out, the third message you send out, the 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th message you send out. But the point is you'll have messages to send out because you're branding yourself and you have people reaching out to you. The best marketers in the world get people to reach out to them. They're not chasing anybody. I don't chase people. I don't chase ghosts. They come to me. I have people come to me all the time. And we have other people on this team have learned that. They have people come to them. Why chase anybody? It's not worth it. Tell you what, I've got a hernia. I'm having surgery next week. I'm not running after anybody. I'm already hurting enough as it is. Why the heck would I want to be chasing anybody? I'm going to keep my butt right here sitting still and watch people come to me. Okay? It's just the way it works. You don't have to chase if you do it the right way. And you got to learn it and you got to stay plugged in. I'm going to get the piece. I saw a couple things I need to fix on that. I'll get it done. I'll get it posted. I'll get it out to you guys. And, you know, again, I want to thank my special guests. You know, they made me look bad tonight. You guys killed it. The job was awesome. You guys rock, team. I love you to death. Las Vegas, Saturday morning, I'll be there. And I'm excited about that event. And we will talk to you guys all next time. Thanks for coming out tonight. Get this to your teams. Let them watch this with you. I'm telling you, let's get them fired up. And let's get this thing rocking, guys. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.